What we try really hard to do in the editorial department is balance how comprehensive we can be with our data against getting it to the customer in as timely a fashion as possible. At the start of last year, we did some customer surveys and interviews, and that really highlighted the fact that they wanted that comprehensive coverage, and also that they wanted it to be timely. You know, they were basically saying that if anything that got to them more than a month after a conference ended really wasn't that valuable, that it was the timeliness of that particular content set that was really important. By relying on us, the customer's getting that information without having to go to the conference themselves. And, you know, presumably, unless their competitors were actually at that conference and happen to collect that poster, it's information that they're not going to have. Often you'll see that information is finally published elsewhere in a journal or perhaps on the company's website, but that often happens, you know, several months after the conference has run. So it really is kind of time-critical information that really can give that competitive edge, I think, in decision-making. And we set ourselves a deadline of 28 days from a conference ending to getting absolutely all of the records updated. And in fact, last year, we did even better than that target. I think the average was 14 days. So for those big in-depth conferences, customers are seeing that information, you know, within 2 weeks of the conference ending. As well as collecting information at a conference, our attendees are tweeting live updates on the really interesting stuff that they're seeing. And every evening they'll write an overnight report covering the kind of best 4 or 5 presentations that they've seen that day. In terms of new drugs added based on just the conference's content, we'd actually doubled the number of new drugs that we'd added to the product. And for updates to existing drugs and chemical structures, it was about a 25% increase. So we really showed that covering those additional conferences in depth really did generate a lot more content.